Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. Today we are doing an UnbeLEAFable DIY collaboration. Love all these ladies. I've done collaborations with them before, so make sure you check our playlist. Project number 1. Since it's about leaves, we'll do some leaves. These came from Dollar Tree, and be careful, I'm going to show you. I went and grabbed one by the stem and I broke it right off. They're very thin, so be careful with them. So what I'm doing is I'm using a bunch of different fall-looking colors, and I'm getting the board wet, and I painted it with a yellow. And this is acting like water paints because it's wet. It's just making the paint run and the water run, and it just kind of blends it all together in such a pretty way. Got to add a little green in there, a little orange. And you don't have to be slapping it on, you just do little dots of it here and there. And look, just right before your eyes, it's starting to blend in. I use different colors of reds and oranges, yellows, the greens. And I did 2 leaves. Tap it over the places you want to look a little darker. You don't keep your paint really thick, you keep it a little more runny. Of course, if you want it a little thicker, you can make a little thicker to make some areas darker. A little more concentrated. I use some browns. You can even lift it up and down and slide it around and let it run and do all kinds of fun things. So I've got a piece of birch wood here that I'm gluing the first leaf to. This is the one with the broken stem, and I didn't even try to glue it back on. And I wrapped different rope around there and a handle. I had it hanging one way, didn't like it, so I changed it. But here it is all done. I put little berries around the birch wood, and here they are, all finished. I think it came out really nice. I'm pleased with it. Leave in the comments and let me know if you like this technique. Okay, project number 2. I had this little basket that I decided to paint, and I watered the paint down, put a little water on the basket, and then decided, I just do it with the paint watered down. Because I didn't want a real thick covering, I wanted it kind of thin so you can see a little bit of the wood grain. So I'm grabbing an orange. I think it was autumn orange. And they're apple barrel, ceramic coat. Anyway, all the different paints came from Plaid. Because I'm a Plaid ambassador and I love those Plaid paints. And they work perfect with that watercolor technique. So after I get it done painted, I add a little bit more red to it and paint the band on there. That one I made a little thicker. Okay. And I have a bigger one that I'm going to paint the same way. And I didn't paint it with water beforehand. What I did was I would just, you can see on the side of the paint, it's much more watery. I would just dip in and pull some water out and touch the edge of the paint, and so it went on very nicely. I packed some pool noodles in there and glued them in with my hot glue, and I'm taking a piece of foam board and cutting it to size. So I want it up a little higher, and I'm gluing on the small one, and I put a piece of foam in that. Now I'm starting to glue leaves around the edge. And I didn't really glue down the foam core. I just set it on top. If I want to pull it out of there, I can do that. Just trying to get the handle out of the way. I guess I could have taken it off, but yeah, I didn't see any need to. So I'm just staggering the different colored leaves around it. Because I don't want one color bunch all together. I want them to alternate. And I'm using my tin snips to get them off the wires. I tried waving it around to get rid of the strings, the glue strings. It didn't work. So still poking different colored leaves in there. And I'm starting to add a few on the top. I'm gonna glue down that foam so it doesn't slide around on me. Best way to get rid of them is just take a glue gun or a heat gun to it afterwards. And you can see I've put in different elements. I put in a pine cone and a little stick and some berries and different looking leaves, and just sticking different colors in there. I think this makes a really pretty arrangement. And I didn't use any moss. I just covered it up with leaves. I wanted to make it look good all the way around, in case I want to use it as a centerpiece at Thanksgiving. I like these leaves that have those kind of skeleton look to them. They're kind of cool. Just a little bit of accent here and there. And I've got some of those lighter colors that they came out with this year. I think it's given a really nice variety. I love these white ones. Oh, I poked a few holes in the foam core to stick some of the leaves in. I put a couple of different ribbons together. One is a plaid color and one is burlap with leaves on it. This was a little pain in the butt to fluff because they're different textures. The one with the plaid is a much finer texture. It's got wires in it, but it's just a finer texture ribbon than the burlap. Oh, I decided to put these pumpkins together. Just little ones I got off different picks from Dollar Tree. And I put a wire stem in there. And I'm going to poke it in the top. And here I'm putting the ribbon on. Giving it a good hold. Giving it a little fluff. And I'll show you the ribbon up close here in a second. There's it's a plaid leaf. I think it's really cool. I got these from Hobby Lobby. I think they look really cool together, and with all this fall colors, they're perfect. Okay, here is the arrangement. I like the way it came out. It's really, really fall. Project number 3. Oh, I swear this one gave me the most problems. The battery died in my glue gun, and the other one was on the charger, so I couldn't get it, and the glue wasn't holding because it was getting cold, and then I wrapped these burlap leaves around it, and you can see there's wires on the back if you haven't worked with any. The wires kept popping off, and I kept gluing them down, and they kept popping off. Finally, I think I got the whole thing taken care of. I didn't show you all the troubles because it just took so long. It's a simple one. It was very simple to do, but it was the worst one to do. I do like the look of it, though. I just took and wrapped the wires around the beads, because then I can take it off if I want to, and still have the lamb's ear on there. Okay, I put one of my Sola wood flowers on there that I had dyed. I think it matched the colors of the lamb's ear really pretty, and gave it a little pop of color. And here are 2 that are undyed that have the bark on them. I just am loving these Sola wood flowers. And I'll put the link in my description box. The price on them is just terrific. They're always having sales on them. Just trying to hold these things down so they don't get away on me. Arg. Ugh, glue strings. Okay, and one of these little berry garlands has the kind of burgundy and orange on it. I twisted it around my finger to make it curlicue, and I'm just going to stick it back in here. Give a little interest on the wreath. And here's the second one. And here we go with it hanging up. I think it looks very simple but elegant. A little bit on the rustic side, but a little bit on the cottagecore side. In fact, I think it's very cottagecore. And I put just a little twine hanger on the top. Okay, this is the end of my video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Come back again and go out and spread some kindness.